Good afternoon, everyone. Jonathan Davis here with Davis Autosports. First and foremost, this is a pre-listing for a 2000 Jeep Cherokee Classic. Now, you are viewing this Jeep in the exact manner we received it in. All we've done was do a quick wash on it. We're going to give you 3 different options on how to purchase this. Please keep in mind as you view this video, we haven't done any of our reconditioning that we're known for. You're seeing this Jeep in its exact condition that we received it. Once again, it's a 2000 Classic Edition. This does have the MP242 all-wheel drive transfer case. Also is equipped with ABS brakes. The white Classic exterior with the color key trim flares. Very, very popular color combo. Wheels are absolutely gorgeous. ARB front bumper, which I think will look really, really good with option 3 on this Jeep, which we'll go over here in a moment. Now, I'm going to do a full walkthrough of the imperfections that this Jeep currently has, which are easily fixable here at Davis Autosports in our body shop reconditioning department. So overall, it's in great condition, but it does have some blemishes. Keep in mind, we haven't paint corrected this either. So a lot of these small surface scratches will come off during paint correction. But I'll go over all that. Just want to show you the way the Jeep is now. Very few dealers will show the vehicle before they do any work, but very clean, very nice example right here. Could not find any previous paint work. I do want to point out too, this is a one owner vehicle. Carfax even shows it as a one owner. We got the original title, both keys, both remotes. Very, very nice example. So far we have a couple little blemishes on the fender flare. Some blemishes on this flare as well. That is nothing more than the pinstripe, which is a sticker. No damage to the body itself. A couple light imperfections here. Bumper cap does have some chips right there. And there was a roof rack at one time on this, which the feet went right there, which always causes a little bit of imperfection on this rain gutter. Got a scratch right there and right there on the hood, and it continues a little bit right there and right there. So that's going to be an option for us to rectify as well. Flares, some very light scratching. Fender is in great condition. Doors in great condition. All the side trim is in very good condition. Some small blemishes. Very, very straight panels. Once again, blemish on the rain gutter from the rack. And once again, flares, or the flare. Bumper cap and the rear bumper is definitely the worst of the whole Jeep. I'll brief you guys on some of the options. So option 1, and we rarely do this, but we are so busy in the shop, is we are going to sell this Jeep from a cosmetic standpoint, just the way you see it in this video. However, we will paint correct it. So a paint correction isn't spraying paint on here. It's not adding paint. It's just making the existing paint look much better by wet sanding, compound, and buffing. Your Jeep's not gonna look like this Jeep, but this is the process of what a Jeep looks like while it's getting paint corrected. Everything gets masked off. This panel was sanded down with wet sand and then buffed to a showroom polish right there. So option one, you're gonna buy this Jeep just the way it is, with everything expected to be on the Jeep when you take delivery of it. However, during the paint correction process, a lot of this stuff will look much better or slightly disappear. And we'll go ahead and do some touch-up paints on some of the deeper scratches that are through the paint and clear coat. Same thing with the rain gutter. So that is option one. And we're still going to service the Jeep as we do with all of our Jeeps. So it's still going to get a new rear main seal, valve cover gasket, and oil pan gasket. We've already done a good job on the interior. It's nice and clean. I'll give you a full view of the interior when we actually show it. Option two is going to be maintaining this Jeep in stock form, suspension wise, but from a cosmetic standpoint, rectifying all these issues. So we will repaint the hood because of the blemishes, and essentially repaint from the flares to the trim down, because that's a majority of all the imperfections. So flare, side trim, rocker panels, flare, bumper cap, bumper cap, flare, side trim, and rockers. So essentially all the moldings and claddings from trim down, all getting painted, fresh new paint, and of course painting the hood, and then wet sanding, compound, and polishing the rest of this Jeep. This Jeep will look phenomenal with that service done. We're also going to, with that option, repaint the rain gutters as well. So all that looks perfect. Option one, buying it in stock form. Option two, with everything I just mentioned. That's gonna be about, I'll put it on the listing, but from the time you agree to buy it, that part's gonna probably take about 4 to 5 weeks to get that done. Now option three, which I think this Jeep will look absolutely phenomenal, is everything I just mentioned in option two. So you get all the new paint, all the paint correction, and we're gonna do our stage 2 suspension and steering package, which is gonna give this Jeep a 3-inch lift, all new suspension, all new steering, which will really make that ARB bumper, in my opinion, look much better, because the Jeep will be slightly more beefed up. I do love these wheels. It's a phenomenal color combo. So we'll actually keep these wheels, and we'll mount a 31-inch BFG tire, KO2 or KO3, white letters out. And then we will finish the Jeep with a nice gutter mounted roof rack system. So it will look extremely classy with all the white, a little bit of ruggedness with the ARB bumper, with the slight little lift with the rack up there. It will look absolutely gorgeous. I wish I had a stage 2 in here. That's sort of a stage 1.5, if you will. This has got about a 2-inch lift, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a bad example because it's got factory wheels and tires, but that's essentially a 3-inch lift right there. So that thing will look gorgeous in option 3. Undercarriage is absolutely beautiful on this Jeep. The previous owner, another thing I need to point out too, is this thing has been serviced religiously since day one of ownership. Great service history. No issues whatsoever. The entire AC system was done a couple years ago. AC compressor, evaporator, everything. Inside is very, very clean. It does have the original headliner, and it's only a matter of time before it starts to sag. So option one, when you're buying this thing just the way it is, will not include a headliner. But option 2 and 3 will both include a brand new headliner. And with that, we do this overhead center console, and we do sun visors as well. Does have the upgraded Infinity sound system with the Infinity tweeters, MP242 transfer case, all-wheel drive, both remotes, both keys, cruise control, and power driver seat. I'm going to show you the driver seat because there's a slight blemish on that as well. extremely clean. The carpet looks phenomenal. Very, very, very clean Jeep. Also, in addition to the ABS brakes, it also has a limited slip differential, which is really nice. Full-size spare. And part of our reconditioning, we're going to do a new door pin as well. It's hollowed out, so we'll get a new clip and pin, so you won't get that popping sound. Infamous driver seat vinyl rips on all these, or 90% of them. So our process, instead of just replacing this one single vinyl piece, of course, after we remove the seat from the Jeep, we'll rebuild this bolster and then put a new piece of vinyl in there. So this bolster will be nice and thick and firm, as opposed to how they all sort of thin out over the years from sliding in and out. So as I mentioned, power seats, cruise control. You got 2-wheel, part-time full, 242. Nice options on this XJ. Carpet's very clean. Undercarriage is clean. Once again, that noise is just coming from that pin. It's hollowed out. So quick recap. This also has 124,000 miles, which obviously will be on the listing. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure to go to our website, davisautosports.com. I do want to suggest a few more things as well. So, and if this Jeep doesn't sell by the time we get to it, we're going to do an option 3, which is all the reconditioning, our DAS Stage 2 suspension package with Fox shocks, Fox steering stabilizer. We're going to maintain the ARB bumper, but we're also going to put a synthetic winch, and we're going to put maybe some ARB lights, but we're going to do some sort of light, and then we're going to upgrade the headlights as well. So this thing's going to have a perfect mix of classic, a little bit of ruggedness with the white. It's going to look beautiful. So that's the way to go in my opinion. But if you're looking for something stock at a lower price point, this makes a phenomenal Jeep right now. And if you wanted a step above, we'll do the paint correction, the paint work on the bottom, repaint all the flares and the bumpers, and can't go wrong either way. But that option 3, and if we were to add a winch and some lights and the upgraded LED headlights, that would be a sweet little combo right there. If you guys have any questions, feel free to contact us. Jeeps@davisautosports.com. Thank you.